G'day guys, welcome to Sumo's Projects. A few videos ago I made this outfeed table which you can see here in the screen. It was something that I designed to have a small platform which could be sort of extended out and locked into place to capture larger sheet goods when I was feeding them through the table saw. I could also reconfigure it to go in different axes, so I could have it lengthways for thinner stock, but which was long, and it's proving to be absolutely a tremendous idea. But I got so keen on that one, I built another one, and I have a couple of uses for it, but I'll show you today what I'm making. I'm making an Infeed table, and I hope you enjoy this video. So a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in. I made this other mobile cart. I've got two of them, and the other one is the outfeed. This is going to be my infeed. So I'm just getting some measurements here to try to ascertain what height I have to build it up to in able to be able to put a big sheet like you see here on, because it's going to offer different levels of support to be able to process the timber into smaller segments. I'm using a lightweight plywood which is quite commonly used in the manufacture of caravans and other type of manufacturing processes where weight is very much under consideration. So it's my first time working with it, and I'm enjoying it so far. Like so many things in the workshop, the safety aspect and mobility of your machinery and also benches and this infeed table is pretty important. So I'm making a top here. This is raising the height to which is satisfactory. So I think it's about a 3/4 19mm sheet I was using, and as you see I've got a little bit of overlap, but the next process is to see, yes, we have clearance. A little blind from the movie. So I'm cutting some cleats which I'm going to glue and nail in from underneath, and you'll see what they do as we're going along. I made these cleats to actually just fit in underneath the plywood, and as you can see, just a bit of a eye-sighting here to make sure, yes, it's all right, before applying some wood glue and then some brad nails. So this is going to assist in when I'm pushing stock through that top not moving any further than it has to. So it's going to lock in and just hit the mobile base, and that's all part of the safety aspect of why I'm making this part of the build. So tacking in some brad nails here, this is quite easy. I've glued in the cleats underneath, and this is all going to hold it nice and sturdy. So what I'd like to do now is just give it a bit of a dry run to test if my heights are correct, and positioning the infeed table in different ways to see which is the best way to use it. But I think because I've got an open backing on this infeed table cart, I'll find a way to perhaps fix that into the back of it, and yeah, I won't have to put it somewhere else. So keeping things together is the next step. as you can see, I did actually put it pretty close to the level of the top, and later on I thought it's probably better if I put it down a little bit. So I went down one rung, and I don't know, probably try to make it look too fancy, but yeah, I repositioned it, but and it all works out really hunky-dory. This is one of those great workshop builds. It doesn't have to look too flash. All you want it to do is work for you in your favour in the workshop. So before we commence taking some cuts, let's see some of the reasons why this is just a fantastic addition to the Infeed, which allows a couple of aspects of not only safety but also easier ways to get accurate cuts through the table saw. So firstly, you're taking the weight of a big sheet out of the picture to a degree, and that's good. So your platform is only helping you guide the material through. Secondly, when you place your material good up here, you have an increased ability to be able to keep pressure here prior to going through the blade. That means then your contact with the fence should be pretty much a certainty as you go through the whole cut, and that's probably the most important thing, because materials aren't cheap and you don't want to be tracking off course, and that can create other problems as well. So let's go ahead and make a cut and I'll show you what I mean. So you can configure this a few ways to make sure it works in your favour, depending on what you're cutting, and I think it's just a handy addition to have, and it gives you more uses for the two tables to be able to have one infeed and one outfeed. So look, thank you very much for viewing this video. I do appreciate it if you enjoyed it. You give it a thumbs up, and also hit the subscribe, like, and join me in for the next few videos that are coming up shortly. So this is Sumo signing out and saying be safe in the workshop and enjoy your projects. Hooroo!